Hello, family, and welcome back to your midday first look of Love Island All-Stars Season 3, Episode 26. Now, today's episode, I think, is going to be an absolute banger of an episode because it looks like a lot takes place. Now, I'm not even following the show structure. I'm getting right to it from where we left off last night, where we were talking about how crazy Belle is going to be. Yeah, if she doesn't take her foot off the gas, there is going to be a bombshell. I am going to tell you who the bombshells are, but let's get into what Belle does. Hurricane Belle is on the prowl. She wants Scott. All right, so she takes Helena and Whitney for a chat. Yeah, she does that before she chats to Leanne. So she takes them for a chat, and Whitney gets straight to the point and says, "Do you fancy Scott or not?" And Belle jokingly replies, "Why would you just come at me like that?" She does eventually say, "I fancy Scott. He's really good looking. I don't know." Whitney later says within the conversation, "I feel like this is a talk that you and Leanne need to have." No shit, Sherlock. Meanwhile, as I said last night on the live, Jack, because he has an okra mouth, is sitting down with Scott and Yamine to one side, says he has a top secret. So, he's going to tell him what's going on. The question is, once Scott knows about Belle liking him, is he going to dash his hopes of trying to get Leanne back and just focus on Belle? What do you guys think? Is Scott that stupid? Because I think it would be stupid if Scott did that, because I don't really think he fancies Belle like that. But let's see. What do you think? Let me know. First thing in the morning, when the girls are getting ready, Helena gets a text message saying, "Girls, forget your coffee, head to the garden for mimosas." They go down there. They're super excited because, they know that it's going to be a bombshell that is there. And the bombshell is there. Now, Whitney asks a question about his type, and he says his type is green eyes and I like a fiery girl. And Whitney replies, "That's definitely Belle." And he later starts making his moves, and he pulls 3 girls for a chat. He takes Belle to the terrace. Again, more eye chat. He also pulls Lucinda, and Lucinda says, "You are my type on paper." And then also he pulls Cher for a chat as well. And he says that his type to Cher is tanned brunettes from America. And she says, "I'm Dominican and I speak Spanish," and blah, 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 blah. So we know it has been revealed in The Sun exclusively. They have said it, that Harrison is most definitely the bombshell. And this is, I think, the same people we said that Harrison would probably go after. I really do want somebody in the chat said that Lucinda and Harrison may get it on, and I would love that to take place just to see Sean's face. Again, let me know, out of those 3, who is Harrison likely to have more of a connection with? And then you've probably seen anyway that we are definitely going to have the Heartrate challenge. The Heartrate challenge is happening tonight, and this is when things are going to get a little bit more fuckeries between Belle and Scott and Leanne, the new triangle. I hate this shit. Like, where has sisterhood gone? For real, for real. What has happened? Because Belle 1 minute is talking about, "I'm the moral high ground in here. Lucinda is the dirt on the bottom of my shoe. Blah, 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 blah." You've been waxing lyrical for 7 days and 7 nights, flipping, cussing out Sean and Lucinda, only to do the same thing. I would say what Belle was doing is worse. Let me know what you think. Is what Belle was doing to Leanne worse than what Lucinda did to her? So Scott comes out with a bottle of champagne, and he whispers something in both Belle and Leanne's ear. When it's Belle's turn now, Belle heads straight for Scott and she kisses him. Now, I don't know if her and Leanne have had a talk yet, but this to me is an escalation. I actually just feel like this is fuckeries. Leanne is the lady in red, and she also is making a play for Scott as well. I don't like this one bit. This feels like humiliating. I want Leanne to actually just dash Scott away and really stay firm on this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like that Belle is doing this to somebody that she said is one of her besties in there. I feel like this is really, really sad state of affairs. So yeah, let's see. It all kicks off, and then another, and we've had this always happens. The female bombshell is going to come in as well during the Heartrate challenge, and that has been outed as well. It's Jessie Potts, Joey Essex's ex. I have no idea why they put her in. I don't know. Maybe Tommy is gonna like her. Maybe. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how that one's gonna work out. But you know what you need to do. You need to book the like button on this video now and join me and Nee back here at 10:30, where we will have a full debrief and recap of tonight's episode of Love Island All Stars. See you later, guys. Bye.